Thursday, April 20th, good evening. More sun today than what we had for clear breaks last night because the clear breaks that were forecast last night didn't happen. In fact, we put up with a few snowflakes for Timmins and snow grains for Kapuskasing, and then it was overcast with clear breaks throughout the day today. That's it. In fact, the 5 o'clock picture from City Hall shows trying to get more clear breaks, and notice this picture looks a little bit brighter than last night's show. So does the skyline over the eastern part of Timmins along Highway 655, Gillies Lake. And for those shoppers at Independent Grocery Store, you may have seen the sun while you're out shopping. Not yet green grass is desolate, but that's going to change overnight tonight as some snow will accumulate before it melts on Saturday again. But wishy-washy for April. I did mention it last night as well. Lots of wishy-washy conditions. A chain reaction of three lows. One over Winnipeg, Thunder Bay, trough of low pressure over Minnesota, low pressure over Chicago, Illinois, and a series of fronts riding just south of the Canadian Great Lakes, namely Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York State, Massachusetts, going back up to Canada towards the St. Lawrence Seaway. It's just basically a big hole or circle of instability starting at 6 o'clock this morning. Notice one thing, Northeast Ontario dealing with the realm of cloud cover. Lots of moisture along the eastern shoreline of the Great Lakes doesn't affect us at home whatsoever. In fact, it's not even hit or miss. It's just a complete miss over Northeast Ontario. Let's say between Hornpayne, Chapleau, Highway 144, and let's say over towards the Temiskaming Shores area. All mostly overcast with some clear breaks all throughout the day for today. In fact, by 1 o'clock today, the systems are still there. It's stagnant. Lots of activity for our southern neighbors towards Hamilton, Dundas with showers, thunderstorms, and floods. That's how potent and powerful these lows are. It's a big dip. It's like a roller coaster event here of a counterclockwise rotation. It's like one big giant Ferris wheel spinning backwards right over Ontario, provoking the east-southeast winds and northeast winds across northeast Ontario. Throughout the day today, the winds did start off at about 10-15 kilometers an hour. As the day progressed, the wind gusts progressed. In fact, the airport reported winds up to 26 knots or 50 kilometers an hour by 8 p.m., which means that the air is moving quite rapidly across northeast Ontario. By 5 o'clock this evening, it's a dinner hour. The low pressure system is still there, but the backward spin is so strong that it's dragging a trough of low pressure right from, let's say, the border of Ontario, Manitoba, way up towards the northwest sectors, right along the border, in fact, going stateside, northern Minnesota, going back towards, let's say, the upper peninsula of Michigan or close to thereof. Ahead of it, winds, just like so. I marked the arrows right over here. Northeast Ontario winds. Northeast, east, southeast is basically a wall of air or a tunnel of air coming at us from Quebec, moving all the way back to as far back as Thunder Bay. This may sit here for one more day because a public forecast for Friday does show snow tonight, changing into rain-snow mix for Friday. And then look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4 ridges of high pressure over Manitoba that are forecast, if the forecast is still going to hang on to the way it is, will clear all this out by the time this weekend rolls on by. In fact, looking at the 5 o'clock conditions for this evening across northeast Ontario, no precip at all today. It's either overcast with clear breaks. The normal high is 10 Celsius or 50 Fahrenheit. We did not get up to anything more than 6-7 degrees across the entire viewing area. Let's say it's rather comfortable. Day 2 is seasonally cool conditions. Just windy. A nice breath of fresh air from the east. We will take a look at the conditions tomorrow morning for your Friday to wrap up your work and school week and see how much snow will fall overnight tonight. Thanks for tuning in and have a fresh air Thursday evening.